Distributive property. In 1985, diagnosis changed by a rate of 4. If there were one AIDS diagnosis and an additional 4 HIV diagnoses during the epidemic per population measurement, what was the new rate of diagnosis? So to solve this problem, we need to set up our equation, which is shown right here. And as a reminder, multiplication is repeated addition. So in this equation, the 4 on the outside is asking us to add the stuff in the parentheses together 4 times. So it's going to look like this. So we have 1a plus 4h plus 1a plus 4h plus 1a plus 4h plus 1a plus 4h. As you can see, this is a much longer way than saying if we have 4 times 1a plus 4h. So in this example, we combine all the like terms. We have all the 1a's, and then we have all to add all these 4h's together, which is the same as saying when we add all together, we have 4 1a, so that equals 4a, and we have 4h plus 4h plus 4h plus 4h is 16h. But if we did distributive property, like we will right here, we can multiply 4 times 1a, which is 4a, 4 times 4h, which is 16h. So what we did here was we took the 4 and we multiplied it by the first number in the parentheses to get our first number, and then we did 4 times the second number in the parentheses, which is 4h, to give us 4a plus 16h. So this is a very much shortened process than if we added all the terms together. So, as you can see, this is a much shorter way to do and probably the more desired way. So, in order of operations, using distributive property is considered multiplication, step, and not a parentheses step. So let's work through another example together. In 1986, HIV existed at a rate of 11 and AIDS existed at a rate of 8. This information tells us that most people who have become diagnosed with HIV had their disease quickly progress into AIDS. However, due to the lack of good tracking, there was a rate of 3 false positives. However, by the year 2000, this rate from 1986 had changed by -2. So solve this equation below, where H stands for HIV, A for AIDS, and determine the new rate in 2000. So here's our equation that we will be using. So to solve this equation, we first look to see inside the parentheses to see if there's any more solving we can do. As we can see that there is no like terms that we can add or subtract or do anything with. So we can move on into multiplying. This multiplying step requires that we find distributive property. So we will first start by multiplying -2 times the 11h on the first step. So -2 times 11 is -22h. Then we move on to the second step and we will multiply it by the second term. So -2 times positive 8a is -16a. Now we multiply the last number in the equation. So -2 times -3, because remember we want to pull in that negative number. So 2 negative numbers will equal a positive number. So -2 times -3 is +6. So now we have this. So in the year 2000, the rate of HIV dropped by 22, and the rate of AIDS dropped by 16, And there's probably still an error of 6 false positives. So remember, we use distributive property in order to multiply without having to repeat the addition.